Hi everyone, welcome
Howdy.
to the Dragon Age Keep Friday Twitch stream. Yes, we are indeed dressed as pandas because it is Halloween. So happy Halloween, everyone! I do apologize if we come off looking more like serial killers or the insane clown posse, as opposed to pandas.
We're pandas.
We're pandas.
No
Yeah.
confusion.
So my name is Renata. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an associate producer on the Dragon Age Keep. I'm usually the one that's on the Keep Twitter and on the forums and stuff. You may have seen me around, and I'll let these fine gentlemen introduce themselves.
Sure. I'm Jeremy. Basically, I work on the front end of the website. I've mostly dealt with the ISS, if you guys have seen. I've also draw a lot of pictures for the Twitter. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Justin, and I'm just going to say out loud, I think Jeremy's voice might be cutting out if anyone behind the camera is listening. And I work on the Keep as a web developer.
Ooh, and our special guest disembodied voice today that's asking questions is Leah, another associate producer on The Keep, who you probably already know. So say hi to Leah on the chat and stuff, because I'm sure she's probably watching.
I think
Oh,
she was muted there.
yes, she was muted.
Oh, hello. I am
Hi.
no longer muted. Hi, guys. I hope you enjoy our panda-filled edition. And as some of you beta participants may remember, we had many sad pandas on the keep and then some happy pandas. So we also had some pandas
Oh,
sent to
we should
us.
have brought the
So,
pandas with us.
so
We
we're
should
very
have.
panda themed today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay, we're pandas for Halloween. And
Hi.
then, as always, we have the ever helpful Connell behind the computer as well. So, we'll start first with an update on our beta program. As you guys know, on Wednesday we went to open beta, and that was really awesome. It was a big success, and we're good. We're live. Everyone can use the keep. So thank you so much to everyone. We hope that you got a chance to visit and enjoy, and to those of you who were closed beta testers, thank you so much for helping shape the Keep into what it is today. Even though we're still in beta, it's going to be evolving, still moving forwards. It's very much a living, breathing thing that continues to grow. So, yeah, we can't wait to see what kind of suggestions and feedback you guys have and how you can help us shape the Keep moving forward, which is super awesome. So yes, we still have a few things that we're working out. It's not perfect, like thinking, for example, but we're still smoothing things out. But we're working hard on it, and we're working to get it up and running 110%.
And just so everyone is perfectly comfortable with it, just want to remind everyone that the syncing for your heroes from DAO are not going to affect DAI. They will
Yes.
affect the little icon on the keep, they'll affect some of the graphics, the names, but none of that will trickle into DAI. So you're still perfectly set for the DAI launch.
Yeah, the syncing stuff is more just for your own personal use, so you can see, what you've accomplished in the games and what your heroes, be reminded of what your Warden and your Hawks look like and what they did, but it doesn't actually impact anything in the Keep or in Dragon Age Inquisition. It's
But the flags do.
the flags do.
So don't misunderstand that,
Yes.
as you have be previously, whoever you are, random person out there.
Oh,
Probably on Twitter right now,
random
bashing
person,
out.
you are getting an education
Yeah,
right now.
you just got learned.
Mm-hmm.
Learned.
Mm-hmm.
Learned.
Learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Learned.
All right, and just before we went to open beta, you guys kind of helped us test out a brand new feature that we introduced called Queue It that will hopefully help the site keep running in times of heavy traffic, which is good. I will actually let Jeremy here explain to you a little bit what Queue It does.
So basically, what Qt does is it allows you, as soon as you come to the website, if we have too much traffic, on the website puts you in a queue, and from there it basically puts you in a number in a line, and then from there you wait for X amount of minutes, which is what some people ended up seeing initially when they went on the website. And from there, basically, once you get to the end of the queue, you get put to the website, and then you're on the website, all your changes, stuff like that. So
Yeah, and it's not a long wait, I should specify. A lot of people encountered Qt when we tested it out this week, but that's because we set the bar really low. So in the future, you should only encounter Qt when there's super heavy traffic onto the site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put in perspective, yeah, when we were at launch, we had got close to putting the queue up, but even at our biggest releases and Twitter explosions, we didn't quite reach the number we needed. And the day before, for those of you who did hit it, we had it at a very small number, just so we could see if it worked or not.
All right, awesome. So now that all of you can get into the keep, I'm gonna let these two lovely guys here talk a little bit about how getting
Lovely
your
pandas.
lovely panda men, serial killers.
Pandas.
Yes, pandas. Talk a little bit about getting your world state ready for export into Dragon Age Inquisition, and you can start doing that now. You guys?
Yeah.
Yes. So Inquisition, getting into Inquisition, if our driver could drive or not. Basically, you make the choices on the tapestry, so you can poke around, go back, go forward, make any single choice that matters to you to get your game state ready. And then what you're going to do is run away. And then what we're going to do here is we have various decisions. And okay, we have special guests.
Ooh, special
I'm
guests.
hearing that
yeah.
the pandas have arrived.
Oh yes, more
Um,
pandas.
Do we remember who sent these? Which
Oh, I know this one
Quick-
came from
this
the
one's-
very lovely
Girls Love Gaming.
yes,
Girl
Girl
Loves
Loves
Gaming.
Gaming on
Yes.
Twitter. Very nice. Thank you very much. Leah, do you remember who sent this one? This one was sent a while ago. Oh, Melly. Okay, yes. So lovely Girl Loves Gaming and Melly. I'm sorry if we're not using your real names / using your real names, but thank you very much. We do appreciate the pandas
yes,
a lot.
they
And
do hang around the office.
yes, they
Yes.
do, and we hug them and maybe steal them away to our desks occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that never happened.
All right. Well, now that we have our special guests, we can continue talking about getting your world states ready.
Yes. So once you've made some selections, you can head back up to the top of the tapestry and hit the button on the top right. I hope I guessed that right. And then you can select on
World
your current
state.
world state. So under the saved world states, you will select the world state, and then you can export to DAI Inquisition. DA Inquisition. It'll make sure you are sure you want to do that. You hit yes, and you're done. Now,
Yeah.
whenever DAI comes out, you can, or whenever you get DAI installed, you can now pop into the game, and as you're going through, it'll give you an option to upload from the keep, and that will be the world state you load.
Yes, and just as a reminder, if you're on console, your console does have to be online while you export your world state to Inquisition. It doesn't have to be online for very long, just maybe a couple minutes. Don't quote me on that though, but it's not for a very long time, we know that. So for those of you with spotty internet or things like that, we are sorry, but it's, again, you don't have to be online for very long, and then once that's done, you can load up your world state and start playing. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's simple.
All right. Yes, so I think we're ready to jump to some questions. If the lovely Leah would be able to lead us to question land.
Will lead us in questioning.
Yes,
Yes.
we are in questioners.
Hello. All right. So, we've gotten a few questions about adding new plots to the keep. So I'll read one of them. Are there any plans to add some of the other companion side quests to the keep beside those already present? And in what time frame? I'm merging questions.
Right. Well, we're always looking at your feedback to see things that we might need to add to the keep that aren't there yet. So especially stuff that's popular and gets a lot of requests, we definitely consider it, or stuff that seems like it would be important. We definitely, we look at all of your requests as well. And yeah, so if there's something you want to see in the keep, please, please, please let us know. I know we do have a few more plots incoming on the way, so stay tuned. You'll definitely see more as the keep continues to evolve and grow. And we also, we work with the writers to decide, because they know best about, what's happening with Inquisition and the rest of the Dragon Age world, because, it's what they've created. So they also have a hand in helping us to decide what to add to the keep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up nicely.
Yeah.
Although there will probably try to avoid ones involving hardening or multiple romances or
Yes.
romances you went into and then left just because of the complexity of that area of question.
Yes. We do apologize, but we want to make sure what we have works well
Yes.
first as well, right?
All right. So, this one is a good one for Justin. Since syncing is still an issue, why not allow renaming of default wardens? Is that difficult to implement? Or Jeremy, who's our front-end
Hey,
developer.
Jeremy, is that difficult to implement?
No, not really difficult from the front end side. The back end side, I'm not sure. That's more.
The
your
answer is
territory.
yes. It adds a bunch of stuff. We have to store that somewhere, and it sounds simple. I'm sure there's people in the chat right now saying, I am a web developer and that sounds simple. But I promise you one thing, it's a little harder than simple, and it's something we're looking at, it's something we're investigating, and it's something we want to do, but it's got some quirks. So it sounds simple, but we're working at it, and it's not simple, I think, is the moral of the story.
Indeed.
All right. So next question is, can you import your character appearance? For example, will they show up in Dragon Age Inquisition?
I
think
don't know,
that's-
you
Renata?
guys. Will they? Okay. Well, I'm fielding this one then. The short answer to this would be no. The long answer basically goes back to what I was talking about earlier in the stream is, it's just basically for your own records. It's nice to see what you've done in past Dragon Age games and what your heroes were and things like that. But no, it's just used for a 2D avatar in the keep. Basically, you can look at your hero's picture and reminisce and be like, yeah, I remember good times with Hawk. Yeah. So, yep. That is basically all that it impacts in the keep. And yes, Justin, would you also like to
Footnote,
Yeah.
ampersand, squiggly line, see bottom. It's super easy to change between a custom hero and a pre-built hero. So if your particular mage warden elf is not showing up, mage warden elf isn't showing up, you could just pick for example, female mage warden elf from the default and put that into your world state. You can get everything ready. You're perfectly ready for DAI. It'll have no effect. And then later, if your hero starts to show up, syncing gets better, you sort out your dev console problems, then you can easily just click a button, switch to the hero, and you've done it. It's a
Like
couple
magic.
seconds. Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I dropped the panda. There you go, buddy.
How could
Back
you?
up.
How could you?
Easily.
Yeah, I know.
Next question.
Ah, yes. Next question. Okay. This one is more a shout out to our awesome friends on the Dragon Age Inquisition team who are celebrating today. But someone asked, should I risk being extra tired for work tomorrow by celebrating Dragon Age Inquisition Gold with a glass of whiskey?
I believe the easy answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
I mean, really, it's an excuse to celebrate. Why wouldn't you take it, right?
Yeah, and if anyone asks and they look at you funny, you can always just fall back on Halloween.
Basically. Exactly.
There you go.
It's Halloween. We're all celebrating anyway.
Hashtag drinking tips.
Drinking tips. Yes.
All
Thank you,
right.
Justin.
Thank you, Justin. So maybe we did kind of go over this, but how about Justin, for all of everyone who's watching out there, can you explain why it is difficult to add hardening to Liliana and Alistair? Although the question is, can you add hardened Liliana and Alistair?
Okay, well, we've added Goldana and
Mhm.
killing Majorlane.
Marjolaine.
Marjolaine.
Yes.
God, I'm so terrible at pronouncing things. pronunciating, if you will. And we've added that. We managed to wiggle them in a roundabout way. It should cover. I know technically, very technically, we can't determine if you chose the right decision in the conversation after Goldana to harden Alistair, but this is probably this took a lot of work. So give me some credit. We got it this far.
Yes.
Maybe someone will put a ticket in my backlog and it'll say, "Hey, could you add a Alistair hardened or not?" But at this point, I will cry if I have to go back into that whole logical web. It is just so filled with problems.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Justin still has nightmares about
I
Alistair.
do. Yeah, him and his problems,
Him and his problems.
drinking problems
Oh.
in some world states like mine.
All right, and we also have one more question here. Could you demo the actual importing of a Keep World state when starting a new game?
We could. Not now, though.
I think there's some sort of secret communication
Oh,
going on in the
yes,
background here.
some kind of secret.
Oh, wait, next time. We can definitely do
Okay, yes.
Ooh,
that. Ooh.
Next time,
You
we
heard
may
it.
be able to show you.
I don't know.
All right.
Leah said it.
Well, it appears there's
It's not
some
my neck
debate
on the
going
line.
on here,
Definitely got
folks.
that clear,
So,
but yes.
all right, awesome. Yes, you will be able to see that hopefully on one of our future Twitch streams. Keeping my fingers crossed right now.
Yeah, and that's Leah.
But,
Leah,
yes,
the producer
that's-
on Dragon Age Keep, said yes.
Yes, if
So if
she said yes, then
Anyone
hey.
tries to tell you it's not happening, you should nail her. You should just hold her to it.
Yeah.
It is her problem now.
I'm pretty sure she's got a Twitter too.
Yeah. Oh, if only I knew that offhand.
Oh, it's in shambles.
I would drop
Oh,
that
yes.
so quick.
All
Been
right.
busy.
Well, we also have one more thing for you guys today. It's very much a secret.
Oh. Whoa.
Ooh. You
Exciting.
may have seen it teased inadvertently in, say, our last Twitch stream, where you may have seen something hidden in one of our sidebars called The Last Court.
Or if you were watching, I think, Lady Insanity,
Yes,
you may have
Ash.
accidentally seen it on her side menu
Yes.
for the teen
Yes.
individual.
So, just a quick rundown of what The Last Court is. It is a text-based RPG by our friends at Fail Better Games, and it's something that you guys will be able to play in the Keep soon. But basically what it is, it's a short little game. It takes you about 7 days to play, and it sort of bridges the gap between the events of Dragon Age 2, at the end of Dragon Age 2, with the events at the beginning of Dragon Age Inquisition. And it's really cool, and it's a lot of fun. I've actually spent this past week pretty much playing it, and I've been up way too late doing that because I kind of can't stop. So, yeah, but first, we've got some awesome videos by some of our keepers here. We're going to do one first that's sort of an introduction to The Last Court by Lady Insanity. So, yeah, please enjoy, and you'll be introduced to The Last Court.
Roll the tape.
In the year 37, enraged with the indecisiveness of the Chantry over the Mage-Templar conflict, the former Grey Warden and rebel mage Anders enacted his vengeance against the Kirkwall Chantry, inciting a massive explosion that killed Grand Cleric Athena and everyone inside. In year 40, Seeker Cassandra Pendergast interrogated Varric Tethys, former companion of the Champion of Kirkwall, on the whereabouts of Hawke and the true happenings of Kirkwall's fall. A couple years later, the Inquisition was formed. But in the time between the destruction of the Kirkwall Chantry and the Inquisition forming, what happened? Before the world dived into chaos, where did all the time go? Welcome to The Last Court, a text-based game created by Fail Better Games and BioWare in order to bridge the narrative gap between the fall of the Kirkwall Chantry and the forming of the Inquisition. Seralt, a small land of Relay, is under your control. Under your leadership, you must build alliances, make executive decisions, interact with major players we've seen in both Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. Control your city as the Marquis of Seralt. Play as Huntress, the valiant and charismatic leader who fights for her people with sword and bow, or lead as a scholar, the more natural leader through cunning and knowledge. Your decisions will determine your success as leader of Serald, and only in balancing the demands and aggressions of your people will unveil the gap between the tale of the champion of Kirkwall and the rise of the Inquisitor.
All right, so that was the introduction to the last court. We also have one more video to show you guys by another keeper, GamerMD83. And her video is going to go a little bit into just sort of how in depth the game goes and kind of how fun it can be. So enjoy.
So the Chateau Chantry sealed these 3 generations as punishment for the shame's excesses. The divine may choose to unseal it if she's very impressed. Or you could enter, if you can, if you dare. This is unwise and may have lasting repercussions. So let's go and do it. You could bypass the triple lock. Now you could always go down here where it says perhaps not. You could always just say, you know what, I'm not going to do this quest. I'm going to maybe save it for later, or I'm not going to do it right now. So you could always just back out. And remember, I'm breaking into the chantry. The door gapes. You slip along corridors whitened by moonlight. Stained glass ancestors observe you sorrowfully. You settle to work at the lock with oil and a selection of tools. Slow progress. By the end of the first night, you have barely defeated the first lock. The one is relatively simple, but its stiffness almost defeats you. On the second night, you bring a page from a Divine book on the topic. It has useful diagrams, although they're hard to make out in the moonlight. An hour passes, another. You grit your teeth, and finally the lock clicks open. The third night, your attendants have noticed you yawning during the days. This is undignified. They must not know the truth. You fiddle with the lock, but its complexities defeat you. The first was strong, the second subtle, but this one looks like dwarf work. Eventually, in a fit of temper, you bash it with a hammer. The sound echoes away into the soft, shadowed night. The lock drops into your hand. A tremor, a susurration rises from the chateau cellars. The vestibule vibrates with a sharp crack. The stained glass Andraste scene opposite the door fractures neatly across the middle. The tremor subsides. All is quiet again. The lock plate will hide the evidence of your tampering, and the latch will hold it shut. But you may enter at your leisure. I actually did it. I did not fail. I got into the chantry. So let's keep going. I gained 5 Twilight. Remember, I do not want to raise this, but since I am a sneaky bastard, I am going forward.
All right, so that's just a small taste of what the last court is like. You'll be able to play it soon. We're still just finishing up some testing with it. But yeah, you're also going to be able to access it from the side menu in the keep when it goes live. So yeah.
The left side menu?
No, yes, the
Yeah,
left
the
side.
left side menu, and then you'll go down and you'll see the last keep. Where
Yes.
it was on all the videos where
The last
it's
court.
totally
Last court.
last
Court.
last court.
You said last keep.
Last keep.
That's
The
a-
keep, the last court. Yeah, like that. As we see on the video. So that'd be
Yes,
down there.
exactly.
And then you just hit play.
Okay, and you can, there's going to be more videos, and you can watch the full videos on our lovely Keepers YouTube channels. So please visit the YouTube channels of Lady Insanity. She's got more videos about the last court in addition to the introduction one. You can also view it on GamerMD83's YouTube channel, and also Ability Drain's YouTube channel. And there's also one more coming up from Scottish Warrior 92, and you'll be able to see his soon as well. So yes, run, don't walk to their YouTube channels to view videos of the last court if you want to see more of it.
And one fun thing for you guys out there. The last court is actually one of the first products to hook up into the Keep's backend. So when all those times when I was mysteriously talking about how potentially down the line products other than games could sneak plot flags in there, there is a decision in the last court that will be reflected in the Keep and could be potentially used in any product down the road. So if you want to be completely completionist, check out the last court.
Yes. And we'll be posting links to those YouTube videos on our Twitter after this as well, because I believe
Yes.
they should be live or going live now. So yeah, awesome. And that's all we have for you on today's very spooktacular, panda-tastic Keep Twitch stream. So thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you again next time, hopefully without panda makeup, or maybe with, I don't know, who knows. We might be dressed as Kiss or something, or dragons. Who knows? Anyways, tune in next time for more fun stuff. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.